Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today's video is about my current summertime skincare routine for clear skin. Now, if you've been following my journey, you know that I've had a heck of a time with hormonal acne. I have never had acne before in my entire life. I've managed to reach the ripe old age of 51 years old when suddenly my face started breaking out like crazy. This started last July, so it's been going on for just about a year now. So it's taken me a whole year of experimenting with different things to try to cure my acne to finally get it figured out and have my skin be in a good place. So just as a little quick backstory to tell you what I did try over the course of the year, I would have 5 or 6 pimples going on each side of my face at any given time. So I finally did take my face to the dermatologist and she said, yep, it's hormonal acne. Good luck with that. No, she actually said, I have the perfect thing for you. We're gonna clear this right up. It's gonna be great. So she put me on spironolactone, which is a diuretic. Basically what it does is it keeps the sebaceous glands from overproducing oils, which is a part of what causes acne. So I went on that and it was supposed to clear me up within 3 months. So I started that in September and I thought, oh, this is gonna be fabulous. I'm gonna be pimple-free by Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving came and went, Christmas came and went, I was still breaking out like crazy. It didn't work. After that, she wanted to put me on a course of antibiotics, topical, which I didn't take, but I started trying, tweaking my skincare routine. So if you want to see what my previous skincare routine was, just to get a feel for how different it is and how much it's changed, I'll post the links to my previous skincare routine. Doing YouTube videos like I do, a lot of people had written in with suggestions, cut the sugar out of your diet, cut the dairy out of your diet, try tea tree oil, try sulfur, try salicylic acid, try glycolic acid, try Retin-A. Well, believe me, I tried pretty much everything and nothing worked. But then suddenly my acne started clearing up and I was like, oh my God, this is great. So here's what happened around that time. I had decided to try a new product that was on the market called IlluMask. So I went to Walmart and I bought this. And this is like a mask that has lights on the inside. They're blue and red. You wear it on your face for 15 minutes a day and it's supposed to clear up your skin. So I had been using this for about a week and a half and I was going on vacation to Mexico. And I was doing a trial for a video, so I wanted to use it every single day for 30 days. So I didn't want to take a whole 7 days off while I was out of the country. So I took it with me. I packed it up in the original packaging like this, and I put it in my suitcase. And while I was on vacation, my skin wasn't breaking out. So I was like, oh my God, this thing is the greatest. I love this thing. I'm going to do a glowing review on it. Product of the year. It saved my life. Fantastic. And when I got back, my face started breaking out like crazy, but I was still using the IlluMask every day. And I was like, oh, okay, so what could the difference be? And then what I realized was that while I made room in my luggage to take the IlluMask on vacation, I did not have room in my luggage to take one of my favorite beauty tools that I've been using for, about a year and a half, and that was my Clarisonic. I didn't take my Clarisonic on vacation, and my skin miraculously cleared up that week. Like the 2 weeks before I went on vacation, I was like the IlluMask, I was kind of on the fence. Maybe it needs longer to work. I got to do the whole 30 days, not really seeing much. During vacation, skin was great. Came back, started getting pimples again. And then I realized that the difference was this. People had suggested that this could be it. And I am not even using the deep cleaning or the pore cleaning or the normal or even the sensitive head. I'm using the super soft Cashmere Luxe head, which is the softest head that you can get for it. But I love this thing because I feel like my skin was so clean that I felt like this had to be working to help my acne because it was getting everything so clean and getting all the makeup off. So I haven't used this really in 3 months and my skin has been looking better and better. So what I took on vacation, because I didn't have room for my giant bottle of CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, usually I use 2 face washes every day and I didn't have room in my luggage for this big one. So I just took this little one, which is my Eucerin, and I also took a package of these makeup removing wipes. These are the Kirkland brand, and I love these. They're the daily facial towelettes. They have great ingredients. They contain no alcohol. They've got vitamins A, C, and E, a lot of aloe. They're really soothing. They're not dehydrating. The way I've changed up my skincare routine is I'm going to start with the evening one so I can tell you how I remove my makeup and wash my face without using this, because I only use this once a day at night. So let's start with the nighttime routine, okay? So it's the end of the day, I have all this makeup on, and I need to take it off. So I would use one of these towelettes, just pop it out, rub it all over my face, including the eyes, be gentle on the eyes, you know, just rub it gently, and then I would just do the eyelashes like this. I would wrap the towelette around my finger and just rub my eyelashes like this from above and below, but without tugging on the skin under my eyes, because I found that, you know, having to rub with these things, it's a little harsher on your skin. So I would do that as the first pass to get most of the makeup off. All right, then in the evening, I use the Eucerin Sensitive Skin Redness Relief Soothing Cleanser to wash my face. So then I would use this with warm water. The other thing that I did is before I started washing my face, I washed my hands. So, you know, the thing with the bacteria, I don't know, I have a new puppy, I feel like there's more germs on my hands, and so now I wash my hands before I wash my face, so I'm not transferring any germs from my fingers to my face. Then third step that I just added in about a week and a half ago, and I'm really loving this, is the Thayer's Cucumber Witch Hazel Toner. This is an alcohol-free toner. This is one of the very few alcohol-free toners that you can find. Even if you buy the original Dixon's Witch Hazel, it's formulated with 14% alcohol, and for me, that's just too drying. So I went online and did a Google search for an alcohol-free witch hazel toner, because I've been reading about witch hazel lately and how beneficial it can be for problem skin, that it can help to reduce your pore size and keep your oil, you know, production at bay, and get the last bits of dirt and makeup off your face. So I use this after I wash my face. I pat it dry, then I just take a little of this, you know, sprinkle it on a cotton round. These are the, I think I like the Target ones. These are really good. And then I just take that and wipe it all over my face, especially where I'm acne prone, which is chin and the cheeks. So I wipe it on there, and this is lovely. There are 3 different versions of this. There's an aloe one, there's this one, the cucumber, and there's a rose one. This one smells like actual genuine cucumbers, so I love it. It's cool and refreshing now that it's summertime. So then when I'm finished with that, then I put on my Retin-A. And where is it? Here it is. I use the generic, this is generic tretinoin 0.05% cream. All right, so this comes in a cream base. So you can see, whoops, it is just a white cream, and I use about that much. You just need a pea-sized amount every day. Oh no, get back in there. But this stuff is like gold, so I don't want to waste any of it. I kind of just give the toner a second to evaporate and absorb, and then once that feels dry to the touch, then I go ahead and put this on. And as I showed you, the amount that I use is that pea-sized amount, and I just squirt it out on one finger. And I take that and I do dot, 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 and then if there's anything left on there, I just give a little smear right under here. And then I just take my fingers and I rub that in. Now, when you're using Retin-A or tretinoin cream for the very first time, you're supposed to ease into it and be really careful. Less is more with this stuff because it can be very irritating. Your skin turns red and peels and burns and everything if you're using too much. If you just use the right amount and go in very slowly, you can do it without any irritation. And if you'd like to see how I did that, I have a whole video on that, and I'll put the link here and the link below. But now that I've been on it for about 1.5 years now, I don't have to wait the 15 minutes. I don't have to keep it away from my under eyes or my upper lip. So now when I put it on, and that little pea-size amount spreads evenly over my whole face. So I spread it all on my forehead, down my nose, I put it up under my eyes, all on my cheeks and my chin, and then I take whatever's left on my fingers, you know, just like the little smear that's left, and I do my upper lip now because I've noticed that I'm starting to get those lip wrinkles. I still don't put it here, and I still don't put it here too close to my lips, all right, because that can cause a little sensitivity. This tube, using it every night, is lasting me about 6 months, so I would need a new refill. I get this since it's the generic. I get it refilled at CVS, and it cost me about $50. So that's how I apply my tretinoin. And then right after that, I don't wait. I'm still using the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Serum. I love this stuff. I've been using it for years and years. I take 2 pumps of that on my fingers and I just rub it between my fingers and then I spread that. I start on my under eyes because this is where I want the moisture most, is right around this area. So I start there, then I spread it up here, around nose, down my neck, chest, and backs of hands. 2 pumps will cover that. This is also available at drugstores, but I buy it at Costco. It comes in a 2-pack, and it used to be $30 for the 2-pack. Now it's up to about $37, but it's still a bargain because these are $30 a piece if you buy them at, Walgreens, Walmart, or CVS. I use that because it contains hyaluronic acid and it also has antioxidants, and so I use that to add an extra antioxidant to my skin, as well as hyaluronic acid, which is a water binding molecule that holds water to it and holds water to the surface of your skin. And while it's too big of a molecule to actually be absorbed by your skin, it does great things on the surface for locking moisture into your skin. So that's why I use that as the second step. Now, I used to use the CeraVe PM next, but instead of that, I had started using this, which is Cosmetic Skin Solutions Day Moisturizing Cream Advanced Formula Plus. All right. I was using this twice a day and not using the CeraVe. And while I found this nice, I didn't really find it as moisturizing or as skin smoothing as the CeraVe is. So I feel like my skin was missing the inclusion of the niacinamide and the ceramides that the CeraVe can add. So I've added this back in, but I use this just once a day at night now. This is a CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. As I said, it contains niacinamides and ceramides. It also contains hyaluronic acid. And you can get this at the drugstore or Walmart. It retails for about, $12 or $15, something like that. And for the price, it is an excellent lotion. I actually have trouble finding another face lotion that puts my skin in the happy place like this one does for the price. And so this is in my nighttime routine. Then I find when I wake up in the morning, my skin is hydrated and smooth and looks good like I want it to. So now my skin is very happy, and as I said, it has not been breaking out as much. And I do have before and after pictures to show you of my skin when it was at its worst, and I took pictures of it this morning. It doesn't look 100% fantastic because every time I get a pimple, it leaves a mark. Even though it's flat now and smooth, and now if I do feel a blemish coming on, they don't last as long, they don't get as big using this routine. So I'm really happy with it. I'm not at the point yet where I can still not wear makeup to cover these things up, but I'm getting there. And I feel like this stuff is calming. A lot of the redness is gone. But the other thing you'll notice is that I also stopped using the glycolic acid. And I really want to be able to use glycolic acid, but I just feel like it's too much. When I do use it, my skin is sloughing and peeling, and I don't like that. And I feel like it's looking pretty good without it. So I feel like it's a choice between Retin-A or glycolic acid, but using both along with vitamin C I think is really hard. All right, so I was using glycolic in the morning. So let's go to my morning skincare routine. All right, so in the morning, if I get up and I'm going to work out that day, I'll just splash some water on my face until after my workout. So I don't like to wash my face more than twice a day. If I get up and I'm, getting in the shower and getting dressed and going out the door, then I will do my normal skincare routine, which is this. I wash my face in the morning with CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. This I use in the shower. And neither of my cleansers contain any soap or detergent. They don't foam up. They're very moisturizing, they're very soothing and calming because, as I said, I have problem skin. So that's what I use to wash my face in the morning. Then I use a microfiber towel to pat my face dry, but I leave a little sheen of water on it because I'm all about the moisture lock. Every time I wash my face, I want to lock in that moisture as soon as I can. Your skin is a great organ. It's really cool. It's like a sponge. It absorbs, but its main function is to repel. It doesn't let a lot of stuff in. The molecules have to be really tiny to make it through your skin's barrier. but once they're in there, they can get in there and work. Hyaluronic acid is too big to get in. Collagen molecules are too big to get in. So a lot of creams that have that stuff, I'm not saying there's no point in them being in there. They are good because they do sit on the surface, but a lot of what moisturizing is locking the water onto your surface so that your skin can absorb it later and use it. All right, but one of the things that does absorb really well is vitamin C. And I just did a whole video comparing 3 vitamin C serums. The one that I use is the Timeless Skincare 20% C plus E plus ferulic acid serum. I buy this on Amazon or on the Timeless website, depending on which one is offering free shipping. I don't make homemade vitamin C serum. A lot of people ask me, why don't you just make your own? Because freshness is always an issue. That's all talked about in the other video as well. I like it. It absorbs quickly, it absorbs deeply, and it works effectively. Let me show you how I apply the Timeless. I actually divide this into 2 separate bottles, so this one is empty. But if you want to see that video of my 2 separate bottles, that helps to make it last more like 5 months than 3 months. So to apply it, I just open it, and it has a dropper. Take the dropper, I take like 5 drops, drop, drop, drop on my fingertips. It's very liquidy. Spread it around, spread it all over my face. The only place I don't put it is on my eyelids, okay? Down my neck, chest, backs of hands, another 5 drops. So 5 drops for the face, 5 drops for all this stuff. And don't worry about using too much because you never get to the end of one of these before it oxidizes. So, go ahead, 5 or 6 droppers. Don't be stingy, not like 2 or 3 drops. Lots of drops. So right after the Timeless, then again, second time in the day, I use my Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Serum. I do 2 squirts on my fingertips. I start under my eyes. I do it on my eyelids, all over, everywhere, down here, chest, backs of hands as well. Then stage 3 is this one again, the CSS, which is Cosmetic Skin Solutions Day Moisturizing Cream Advanced Formula Plus. All right. And this says that it is an intensely moisturizing, pore minimizing, astringent, nourishing marine extract blend. So I saw that, I was really interested in it and really curious about it. So I bought that when I bought the vitamin C serum and I started using it. This also contains vitamins A, C, and E, and it has, as I said, those marine extracts, and it also contains witch hazel, but it contains no alcohol. So this is an interesting cream. It's really funky looking. All right, it's not your usual beautiful white facial cream. It's kind of a off-whitish, almost to the greenish side color, and it's not so much a cream as it's almost like a whipped gel, I'd say. So anyway, this is the texture of that, but I really like this. It absorbs really quickly. It goes on. It just leaves my face feeling really clean, but yet moisturized. I think this was about $30 or $35. I bought it off the CSS website, but it's also available on Amazon. Then I've got 3 layers of stuff on my face already, so it is not quite good to go, but it's ready for sunscreen. And I think that everyone should wear sunscreen every single day, all over their body, on every piece of exposed skin. It will save you a ton of wrinkles in the future. The ones that are my favorites and that I'm still using daily on my face are the Neutrogena products. There's 2 of them, depending on how my skin is feeling that day. Sometimes my skin is sensitive and irritated, in which case the Ultra Sheer Liquid irritates it more. And then I will use the Pure and Free, which is an SPF 50. So let me talk about them individually. This is the Ultra Sheer Liquid. It's an SPF 70. This is a chemical-based sunscreen. And I put it right up under here because I don't want any sun there, everywhere except my eyelids. Upper lip, chin, ears, including ear tops. Then I put it down my neck, on my chest, and the backs of my hands. Then I use body lotion to do everything else that's going to be exposed to the sun. Okay? Because UVA rays are there all day long in the same intensity, and those are the ones that age you. Okay, so then if I'm not using the Ultra Sheer Liquid, then I will use the Pure and Free Liquid. This is in an SPF 50. This one is an all mineral sunscreen. So this contains titanium dioxide and zinc oxide for broad spectrum sunscreen. Now, any sunscreen you want to use should be broad spectrum because then it will cover you for UVA and UVB rays. The difference in application and feel with these, this one stings a little bit sometimes. This one, I never have a problem with stinging or anything. When my face is broken out, I use this one. When my face is sensitive, if I have used glycolic acid, I use this one. But for most days, I prefer this one. This is the one that dries better, is not as shiny, doesn't leave a whitish cast. This one does leave a slight whitish cast, but if you're putting makeup on it anyway, then, you know, that's fine. It's all good. Both of them need 15 minutes to set up to really protect your face before you go out in the sun or put on your makeup. You don't have to just sit there like, reading a magazine. There's plenty of other stuff that you can do in those 15 minutes. My hair is usually wet, so then I'll either blow dry my hair, or I'll put my lotion on the rest of my body, or I'll clip my toenails, or, you know, whatever. There's tons of stuff. I did mention that I used to use a glycolic acid. I would use it if I did in the morning. If you're doing Retin-A at night, then it should be C serum in the morning and glycolic acid in the morning. If you're not using Retin-A, then it's better to use your C serum at night or your glycolic at night and the other one in the morning, either way. But the main thing to remember with all three of those active ingredients, they all cause the surface layer of your skin, the stratum corneum, to thin. So, because of all the sloughing. So you need to use sunscreen with whichever one you're using. If you're using just Retin-A, just vitamin C, just glycolic, or a combination of 2 or 3 of them, it doesn't matter. Sunscreen every day because your skin is more sensitive to sunlight, more prone to skin cancers and wrinkles and everything. So if you're going to use that, then make sure that you're also willing to use sunscreen. If you're not willing to use sunscreen every single day when you're on this stuff, then there's no point in using it because you're going to do more damage to your skin by having these harsh acid peeling chemicals on it and not protecting it with sunscreen. It's not that it's thinning your whole skin. Your skin, like I said in the beginning, is an amazing organ. It's got all these different layers that do different things. So while it is thinning the top layer, that's why your skin looks better. It's getting rid of the surface wrinkling, the surface roughness, the surface layer of dead skin cells that makes your skin look dull. So it is thinning the top layer, but the deeper layers, the important layers where all the good stuff goes on, all the collagen production, those are actually getting thickened and plumped up and keeping the surface layer looking better. So for people who say, you know, I shouldn't do it because it thins my skin, not really. It does thin the surface, and as I said, it thins the surface, so you absolutely, if you take nothing away from this video, take away that you need to use sunscreen with your anti-aging actives. That goes for retinol, it goes for Retin-A, which is tretinoin, it goes for vitamin C, and it goes for glycolic acid and any other acids, lactic acid, or you know whatever acid you're doing on your face, sunscreen. All right, so that is the long explanation of what I've been doing differently with my face and my skin. The net is I have dropped using my Clarisonic. Instead of that, I get a thorough cleansing using the wipes and a wash and a toner. So instead of it being a one-step process for 2 minutes, this probably takes a little bit longer than 2 minutes to do all 3 of these, but I feel like my skin is getting as clean now as it was with my Clarisonic. It seems to be keeping my skin happier, keeping it more breakout free, and boy, is that making me happier. So I'm going to keep doing this for a while and see how it goes. If it gets bad again, I probably am going to call up my dermatologist and tell her I want the prescription for the topical antibiotics. So anyway, that is the video for today, everybody. I hope you found it helpful. I hope if you give it a try that it does work for you and that it helps with your problem skin as well. So as always, everybody, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate your watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.